welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, hi, my name is Sigrid and I make videos about books because I love them. So I just got home from an event where I met Tomi Adeyemi, and I am just so inspired to not only reread the series but to continue on with the other two books in the series. Now, you guys might not know this, but Children of Blood and Bone is one of my favorite fantasy books of all time. Like, it's high. It's probably number one, okay? I remember reading this years ago when I first got back into reading. I think it was maybe like 2019 or so. And, this was straight out of like law school. I went from reading boring legal briefs to reading about this high stakes war in Children of Blood and Bone, and I was freaking hooked. It was the most fantastic, amazing thing I've ever read in my entire life. I don't remember if I read book 2, but I remember just being so blown away with the first book. I'm the type of person, if I know that a series isn't complete, I probably won't read book 2 until I know I have book 3, if that makes sense. I don't like to have to wait. Okay, that's not of me. Right now, I'm going to be starting off with Children of Blood and Bone. I'm currently reading Delilah Green Doesn't Care by Ashley Herring Blake, and I'm reading this for Pride Month. However, I am almost done. I believe I'm like 70-ish% done with the audiobook for this, and then immediately after that, I'm jumping into Children of Blood and Bone. And I'm hoping that I can read these over the weekend, because right now it is Wednesday, so by the weekend, by next week, I should be done. These book 2 and book 3 are so, like, they're a lot thinner than book 1, but I remember just it flew by really fast. But y'all, Tomi Adeyemi is exactly how you think she's gonna be. She is so nice. She is so pretty. I just had an amazing time at the event. I'm just so in awe. I cannot wait for the movie. And so I can't wait to start this and fall back in love with the series again. So let's get started, y'all. Let's get started. We're gonna be doing this for a few days. But I will give you guys an update if I actually start this tonight. I'll tell you my rating when I finally finish this, and then hopefully I'll get a few chapters in before bed. But yay, yeah, let's get started with this epic vlog. Friends, it is Friday, which means it is officially the start of my 1 week off holiday. So my job gave me the entire week off for the 4th of July holiday, starting Monday through Friday. And so including weekends, I have a lot of days to just spin around reading, but I do have updates. So I did finish Delilah Green Doesn't Care. I'm gonna give this a 3-star. I actually really enjoyed this book, and I'm looking forward to finishing the series. Most specifically, I'm looking forward for Astrid's book, which is the character in this that I really liked. I did not like the relationship between Claire and Delilah. I just didn't believe it. It just didn't make me happy. I feel as though they had feelings for each other, but a lot of the book is them just not saying things that if they would have said, the other one probably would have said something similar and they could have been together. Like, it's just a misunderstanding / miscommunication trope, and I don't really like those. So I love the writing. I like the characters on their own, especially Iris. I'm excited about her book, and I'm excited about Astrid's. So already, this is going to be a series that I like, but for this one, 3-star. Yesterday on my lunch break, I actually ended up running some errands, and I ended up listening to an audiobook, and I ended up finishing it later that night. But this is The Romantic Agenda by Claire Kahn. I actually really enjoyed this book, you guys. I think I'm gonna give it a 4.25. I really loved it, but this is not one of those books that I would like and not hear any type of like negativity about. Like, there are some books where I'm like, it's a 5-star. If you don't like this, you're insane. But this one isn't. I can definitely understand if you read this and don't like it. Majority of the book, you're not really sure who she's going to end up with. This book is about an asexual woman who is in love with one of her best friends, and pretty much throughout the book, you're thinking she's going to end up with him, but there's another potential love interest. His name is Fox. So it turns out that her friend Malcolm is kind of smitten with another girl, so he puts together this like vacation with little activities that the girl would like. Even now, I'm not really sure if they were trying to play matchmaker or what. The main character, Jules, is supposed to keep Fox like entertained while Malcolm is with his like potential love interest. And so we don't really know who she's gonna end up with. She is an asexual character, but she does seem to be interested in Fox and starting to like him as a person. So now it's kind of like we have these feelings of like, do we like Malcolm? Do we like Fox? I was Team Fox the entire book. And yeah, so I could definitely see if you read this book and you're just like, this is so confusing, like we don't know who the love interest is, or they weren't really laying the story for a love interest. I could see that being something that would deter you, but for me, I ended up liking it. I think it's different. I love Claire Kahn's writing style. This was just really fun for me. So yes, 4.25. And then last night, I actually started Children of Blood and Bone. Now I had to physically stop myself after chapter 1 because it was 4 a.m. After I've done everything that I needed to do that day, it was 4 a.m. So I said earlier that I was scared that this book was not gonna hold up to the same amount of sentimental value that I had when I first read it. I now have absolutely no fear whatsoever. That first chapter took me right back to what, 2019 when I read this book for the first time, or 2020. And I am just so giddy. I am looking forward to it, and I love Zelie. She is the character that I wanted. She is fierce. She is determined. She is strong. She is everything that I wanted in a character when I was a kid. I wanted a character that was going to choose violence every single time. One of the things I really love is how they're trying to teach her fighting isn't always the answer. Sometimes you have to know when to fight. Even if you know how to fight, you have to know when to fight, because like you could fight and then put everyone else in danger. So I'm going to sit on the couch and be a couch potato for the rest of the day and try to get as much reading done in here as possible. I will be doing a live sprint with my friends tonight. It's just like us going on live with each other. We have our own little reading group, and we actually picked 3 to 4 books to read in July. So we're actually starting early because we need to get that done. So this is going to be really fun. You guys, I am loving this book so much. I actually started tabbing. I don't know if you guys can see. I only did 1 chapter, so that's like 1 chapter worth of tabs. And let me show you the tabs that I use. I just went through my tabbing collection. I have a huge amount. I just get a bunch of them in bulk on Amazon. And this one I feel like matches the cover the most. And so I actually have to put like some type of legend in here to tell me what each color means. But that's what I'm gonna do for the rest of the night. I will probably check in at a later time to let you guys know how I am feeling. I haven't told you guys what this book is about. So chapter 1, we're meeting Zelie, right? Given some information about her life, right? So we know that there is a group of people who used to have magical powers, and then one day the magic just stops. We don't know why, it's unknown, but they have white hair, and that's how you can identify the people who would have had magical powers, I think. We start off by meeting Zelie. She is in this like sprint sparring class with other people. They're training to learn how to fight, and she is someone who is determined to be called on. She wants to get in the ring and she wants to prove herself. And this particular day, I guess if you can win your fight, or if you could show that you're worthy, you can graduate from that class. Also in this chapter, there's a group of people that comes from like the royal, and you can kind of tell the Zelie is in this class where they're looked down upon, and they actually have a slur in the book. It's called maggots, but to them it might mean something else, but that's the word. And I actually have a color tab where they're talking about anything related to colorism, because I remember colorism being a huge focal point in this book, and how people who are lighter skin are considered royal and they're like in the royal palace, and then the people who have the darker skin, that is Zelie's tribe. We get to see Zelie kind of, you know, smarting off with the guards. We're seeing her wanting to fight and kind of learning the lesson that you have to be careful with when you fight. Even if you know that you can, that fight is going to continue on, and you're going to put other people in danger if you just kind of pop off every time you want to. So I'm going to keep reading, but so far that's what happens. It's just giving me adventure. It's giving magic. We're learning a little bit about their magic system, the different types of magic that they could have had, the different words and phrases for certain things in their magic. I am in love. I absolutely love this. So yes, without further ado, let me just finish reading. Okay, so it is 1:30 a.m. and I think I'm about to call it a night, but I wanted to give you guys an update. So I actually started doing some annotations here. This is just like little post-it notes that I've like used washi tapes to tape to the page. I have a list of characters here, and I plan on using this one as well if any more characters come up that I feel are important. And then this is like my little annotation key. I have one for anytime colorism or skin color is like mentioned. I feel like it's a very important point in this book. This color is for the magic system. Anytime there's like they're trying to explain anything related to their magic, I use that. Quotation marks is this one. This red one here is definitions. So anytime they name something and they kind of explain it immediately afterwards, I wanted something to signify that. Also underlining it in red, and then I will write out the word in the margins for that so that I'm remembering what word is what. Then this last one here, I just added that is for like emotional scenes, because there was an emotional scene and I was like, oh my gosh, like I want to cry right now. Like this is really sad. So I put it here, and I think it's really pretty. I like the washi tape that I chose. And I don't know if you guys can see, but it like, if I move, yeah, it sticks out a little bit. And then up here, so each person has their own color. Here at the top, I have pink, orange, and yellow. So yellow is for Amira, orange is for Inan, and pink, which is my favorite color, is for my favorite character, which is Zili. So I made it to, well, I'm actually going to stop in the next chapter here, so I'll read like a couple more pages, but I will be stopping on chapter 15, which is page 136. I'll finish up tomorrow because tomorrow is Saturday. I'm pretty sure I will probably finish the rest of the book tomorrow. I do have to get up early to take my cat Willow to the vet again. She has to get like some booster vaccinations. That is a very early appointment. It's at 8:20, so I will be doing that. And yeah, throughout reading the Children of Blood and Bone series, I will also be sprinkling in other books, because I feel like sometimes I need to take breaks between fantasy books, especially if it gets a little too intense. I need to take breaks. And also, I feel like I am actively annotating and things like that. I don't want to read any part of the book without being able to highlight and mark things up. I read a chapter of this before I go to bed, like just to fall asleep. My friends was just now reading it, and this is actually going to be a group read with us, so I want to get started. And I don't know, it looks like it's going to be good. So yeah, that is it for tonight. I will see you guys tomorrow. Hopefully I will have another update. It's your first little shot. Are you scared?
Baby, I need to do it one more time. One more time. One more time. Or not.
Oh, yeah, she does not like being put places. Willow, are you scared? Are you scared? Oh, no, 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 baby. No, baby. Mommy's right here. It's okay. Chillax. Mommy's right here. Okay, I wanted you guys to see her collar. I think it's so cute. Oh, it's okay, Mama.
Nice, we got 2 shots to give.
Oh, poor baby. I need a moment. Okay, I need a moment. I just finished Children of Blood and Bone. As you can see, I tabbed it up, and then I tabbed pink is for Zeeley's chapter, orange is for Inan's chapter, and yellow is for Amari's chapter. This book is freaking perfection. Absolutely perfection. During the interview, she said that she edited this book over 40 times, and you can freaking tell. You can tell. I wouldn't change anything. There's so many things happening, so many elements, so many different things that are happening all at once. There's 3 POVs in all of them. All right, you're getting down. There's 3 POVs in this book, and all of them are fully fleshed out. The characters are able to grow. They start off, for example, Amira starts off as someone who is very timid and not really sure of herself. She's not a fighter, and then she turns out to be someone who has a really big part in saving the world. Wow, I didn't see that. I was so team Zeeley, and I still am. Zeeley is obviously my favorite character, but now I realize that Amira also had like a big character too. So I do like her too. I'm really interested to see the casting. Like I can't even think of someone to cast for either of them. Inan pissed me off in this book. I was team Anon the entire time, but his way of thinking, I didn't like. I didn't like it. I didn't like it, y'all. And I just feel like the love story there, it got me. It got me. I was really rooting for the love story, but it's really unfortunate that, like, y'all have to read it to fully get it. I did skim the second book, and I know that because I had to know. I had to know, is he coming back? Like, what's going on? And one of the things that she said during her interview is that she really wanted to have a militant / vigilante point of view, and that is one of the things that I love. If I had to pinpoint the thing that I love the most about the story, is that we have characters that really believe, if you burn my house down, I am going to go burn your house down. If my family's not going to survive, nobody's gonna survive up in this joint. And I love that. I am so sick of having fantasy novels with characters that are just like, oh, we have to do the right thing. We can't do that. Why not? It's a fantasy novel. Why can't you have vengeance? Why can't you seek revenge? And I love that in this book, they're like, if you do this, we're gonna do that. I love it. I haven't seen anything else like it. Chef's kiss. Everything about this book is just perfection. I am so happy. 5 stars, obviously. I rated it 5 stars when I read it years ago. It's another 5 stars. I had a ball reading this, and to read it in like a day and a half, I'm very proud of myself. But also, like, I'm gonna probably dive into the next book immediately. But yeah, y'all, if you are thinking about reading this, if you're a fantasy person, read it. This is one of those books that I would probably argue with people about. Like, you know how some people are just like, this is a 5-star read and I will not tolerate anything else. I won't. Out of all of the books, this one, I just can't even imagine someone reading this book and not liking it for any reason. There are some books that I like, but I can be like, oh, but you know what? I could see why you didn't. Nope. I can't even see it. I can't see it, baby. No. 5 stars, and if you don't give it 5 stars, reread it until it's a 5-star for you. It's so good, y'all. Okay, so I'll probably start book 2 tomorrow, but we are at a good pace. It's not even July. It is currently 3:09 a.m. on June 30th, so we still have one more day left in June to start a book. Next up, we have Children of Virtue and Vengeance. I will be starting this. I don't know if I'm going to start it tonight. I might read a few chapters of my group buddy read book and just start this off fresh tomorrow. But it's shorter, so I anticipate being able to finish this tomorrow. So fingers crossed, because this will count for June. Right now, I am at 14 books. No, 15 with this one. 15 books read for June. Let's see if I can read this in one day and make it 16. Hi, friends. Okay, so it is Sunday, June 30th, and I'm about to go and work out with my friend. I don't know if you guys know this, but unless you're following me on TikTok, you probably don't know this, but I recently became like one of those like gym girlies. Yeah, so, and I lost actually a lot of weight. So, really into fitness now. I want to show you guys my pre-workout for today. This is not my typical, but I'm deciding to give this one a chance. It is watermelon flavored. I have like a little shaker bottle I'm going to use, and I'll let y'all know. Sorry, my face wasn't in there. I'll let y'all know how it goes. Yeah, so we're just going to do like a quick little workout. We're not going to do anything crazy, and then after that, I'll come home. Hopefully we'll get some food because I'm hungry. But after that, we'll come home and I'll come home and read. I saw someone do something similar to this on TikTok. It's like they take multiple annotation pages and they like match up different ones with the cover, and that's what they use. So I'm going to try to do mine. So I am going to match this with this, like, I don't know if you guys can see, but this is like yellow. I think this would be a better match for this. And I think this is a good match. I think this is a good match. Highlights in her face. And then this one for black. So now I have to figure out what each one of them is going to mean in this book. Okay, y'all. So technically it's Monday. It's 4:27 a.m. I don't know why I keep doing this to myself, but staying up all night works best for me. I get the majority of my reading done at night. I did do tabs this time. I didn't do the upper things this time to separate the characters. I felt like it was a little bit too much in that last book, and it was slowing me down. This one, I'm going to give it 4 stars. I thought it was still good. It's a continuation, so we're still going through stuff. It does end on a cliffhanger, so you have to have that 3rd book ready because I want to know what's going on. Like, I want to know what's happening. There's a lot of stuff that's happening, more heartbreak and emotional things, more magic, more different types of magic, learning how the magic works, learning new abilities, like new ways that the magic can be used. There is a new like bad guy in the book that we're like up against, and it's really to the point where it's annoying. Like, you know, in those fantasy series or TV shows or whatever where it's like a bad person that just keeps doing something and you're just like, wow, why can't they just take them out, like, please? And it's like they just can't. Yeah, that happens in this book. It was really annoying. I actually have no idea. Like, I'm so confused with what's going on that I really can't wait to read book 3 because the epilogue ends with something happening and you're like, who is behind this? Like, what is going on and who is behind this? So, like, yeah, I'm really glad that I put this book off for so long because I would have went crazy. I would have went insane if I would have read this and then not had a 3rd book to finish reading because I need answers and I think I'm gonna get it. So I'm actually about to go to sleep, and then tomorrow I will start the final book in the series. I'm so proud of myself. I'm doing this. That would be the 3rd day of reading. Let's see if I can do this during the day, hopefully, and not have to like stay up overnight. But the 3rd book is Children of Anguish and Anarchy. They actually say this in book 2. They're just like, we're children of anguish and anarchy. And I'm like, oh, I love that. It's like she gave us a clue of what the book was going to be, but we didn't know. Okay, yeah, like I said, I really do like this. I would rate this 4 stars. I just feel as though it's not as epic as the book 1, but I don't think that you can replicate that level of genius over again. But like the continuation, the adventure, imagining everything that's going on, it was so good that I feel like it's still up there. It's still a 4 star. Yeah, I will come back and let you guys know what I think about book 3. This vlog might actually go up this week, so I'm really excited and proud of myself. All right, I will see you guys tomorrow. Hi friends, so it is officially July 1st. It's Monday, and what time is it? It is 3:58 p.m. I think what I want to do today, I want to go to the gym. Well, not the gym. I want to go to Equinox and take a class. The class is at 6:45. So I plan on leaving home at 6 o'clock. It's like a 30-minute drive for me. And I'm going to stop reading at 5:45. So I'm going to read Children of Anguish and Anarchy for, I said 5:45. It's about 4 o'clock. So 4 to 5, like an hour and 45 minutes of reading this. Then I'm going to stop and like get ready to leave. This is the outfit I'm going to be wearing. So I'm already dressed. I just have to do like small little things, put my hair in a ponytail, grab like anything I need for the fitness stuff, and shouldn't take more than 15 minutes. So I should be ready to leave the house at 6. This set actually came from Five Below, by the way. So it was like $10 for the whole thing. So I like it. I think this was a really good bargain that I got. I need to go stop and see if they have anything else because I really like this color. So I'm going to read until 5:45, and I'll try my best to give you guys an update. But if I'm running behind for the gym, then I'll just do one afterwards. But all right, goodbye for now. Okay, hi friends. So it is 6:08 and I am leaving. I got a good 30% into the book, so I plan on finishing it when I come back. I have my gym bag. These are the shoes that I decided to wear. Yeah, and I will run it a little late, but I'm still gonna be early for the class, thankfully. I'm never early for a class. I get so much anxiety because I'm just like, what if I'm late? I don't wanna have to come in, crawl over people and stuff. But, okay, so I will check in with you guys once I make it to class. Hi friends. It is a sad day because the ending, it is a bittersweet ending. I will say there is a character in this book that I have wanted dead, from the first book, and they do die in this book, and I didn't want that because I don't want to like go into too much and spoil it for you guys, but I feel bad. Like sometimes I ask for things I don't want, Tommy. I didn't need for you to do it. Wow, this book was a little bit different than the other ones. We do some travelings. There's a ton of new characters. There's a new enemy. Gosh, I don't even know what I want to rate it. This series as a whole is a 5-star, but I think I'm gonna give this book a 4-star. So excited for the movie. That's just all I'm gonna say. I want to see this and see if it looks the same as how I imagine it in my head as I'm reading it. Series is over. I think I read it too quick, and now I don't know what to do with the rest of my life. Like, I don't know what to do with myself. I feel empty. Okay, that's my that is everything I have for you today. Okay, read the series, enjoy it. I have the movie to look forward to. So if you read the series and you feel like me, like you're just like, what do I do now? Like, oh my gosh. There were so many deaths in this book. So much. I think this is the most active book. This is the most action-packed book out of all of the books in the series. So if you like gore, just like cutthroat things, this one might really, help. So that is everything. Thank you guys so much for sticking it out with me while I reread the Children of Blood and Bone series. Until next time, I will see you guys later. Bye.